Well, here we are back again with the Cheyenne and Arapaho Productions podcast. I'm your host, Darren Brown. I'm a senior content producer here at Cheyenne and Arapaho Productions. We're here with the ladies today from the ACP. Give it up for yourselves. Hey.
Yay.
Hey. The Affordable Connectivity Program. See, I can say that now. A few months ago, I couldn't throw it out there like that. But you guys are under the Housing Authority.
Yes.
So if you wouldn't mind, go around the table and introduce yourselves.
I'm Tisha Tallbear, the ACP director.
And I'm Alicia Red Hat, the ACP data manager.
And I am Sophia Kesey, the event coordinator for the ACP.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being back here. And now we've worked with you guys a lot over the past few months promoting the ACP. And, I feel like I really know what I really I know way more about it than I ever wanted to.
Well,
and you guys do too, I'm sure.
Yes.
But here we are in the wind down stages. And so, Tisha, if you would just kind of walk us through when we started this and man, this it's already winding down. Kind of walk us through how we got here.
Well, this program started back in 2001. The Cheyenne
21, you mean?
Yeah, 2021.
I was going to say, wow.
Sorry, my bad.
Wow.
21.
How long have you worked here?
And the Housing Authority picked the grant up last year in May, and that's when we started it, and through the Cheyenne and Arapaho Housing, and that's how we were trying to get everybody signed up for the program. But it is actually coming to an end. I mean, we were hoping that it would be carried on, but it's not up to us. It's up to the Congress. They set aside $14.2 billion for this program, and that money's coming to an end, which they're estimating it to end at the end of May of this year.
Okay, and so now we've said, give the name, give just really quickly what it is. I mean, even though I know it's going away, let's tell people. I mean, because we've talked to a lot of, I'm sure we've signed up a lot of tribal folks here, and that's a really cool thing. But I think I read somewhere there was like 22 million households as of January.
23 million.
That's amazing. You know what that says? That there's a need out there.
Yes.
And the great thing is you folks were able to fulfill some of that need, right?
Yes. We got a lot. We didn't just help the Cheyenne and Arapaho people because it is nationwide. So we did help whoever came forth to us for help. So we did help those people that needed it, and we did direct assistance, all these outreaches that we went to, and, just trying to get as many people. And it would be really, really great that the people that we'd help, if they could get a success story, to let us, give on to FCC and everybody, because this is what they're wanting people to tell their stories of how this is helping them, so that way they can be able to carry this program on. It's up to Congress. So, all these people that we helped, not just us, everywhere, all the people that's been helped with the ACP program, if they could, whoever they help them, give their success story to them, so that way we can submit it to Congress to let them know how bad this is needed for, everyone that is in low income.
Yeah, and like I said, I think we started there, but would you just give us a quick description of what it is?
Yeah, affordable connectivity is discounted internet to low-income families. If you are on SNAP, Social Security, survivor's pension, veteran pension, you get food stamps, WIC, you pay a housing payment to a housing authority. There's many ways to qualify for this program. And you still have time. The ending date is February 7th. And then after that, everything freezes up. And we can't do anything else after that.
Oh, man. Can't call you on the 8th, right?
No, don't call me on the 8th.
Don't call me. I won't be here. Well, Sophia, tell us what, on your end, what have you seen? I know that the last time we had an outreach, you were there signing up folks, it seemed left and right, even at a late date as of last week sometime. And I think, I think some people might look at it and go, well, what's the point? I'm like, well, if you can squeeze 3 months of free internet or discounted internet, why not do it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you ran into?
Yeah, I kind of ran into, I guess, a little bit of everything. When we first began this grant back in May, they only provided us with like instructions for the payment system, and then like the NOFO, the NOFA, and then sorry, then just like a little bit over the grant itself. So like we had to really just kind of figure it out, and then figure out how we're gonna reach these people and get them signed up. And it was nice to be able to go directly to them, like to their house, and be able to visit and kind of help them with that application process, and then helping them out the outreaches as well. That was good. Sometimes we had people that really absolutely needed the benefit, and then sometimes it was just like people just interested, wanting to see what internet. They never had access to internet, or never had access to internet at their home. So it was just them
Wow,
trying to
think
see.
about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that's a lot of folks take for granted. But if you don't have it, hey, you know, you find out how quickly how necessary it is. Alicia, what kind of, I know since you guys were all in this together and you signed up people, and what were some of the main questions that you kept getting about this?
I guess basically the main question was if it was free, and a lot of applicants that we got actually thought we provided the internet service to them, which that wasn't the case. We just got them approved for the benefit, and then they would have to take it upon themselves to contact an internet provider and get that set up. Basically, I mean,
And I'm guessing in some cases it would almost be free, right?
Yes, yes. It depended on what service that you got, and then the internet company would work with you. That was ACP. They had tiers and everything, and and they would ask them what they're running in their homes to get them on the right tier. And most of them were like $65. So, and then with the $75 off, so it was practically free to them.
Man, what a deal.
It just depends on what tier you got.
Yeah. And so I know that do you well, and I don't want to pitch on the spot, but do we have any current or some ballpark numbers of what we did here at the Tribes?
Last that we had, we're actually doing a report right
Okay,
now
sure,
to
yeah.
get our numbers.
To get everything wrapped up because you're winding down.
Yes, yes.
Right now, though, I kind of finished putting all the names into the spreadsheet. We reached 534 individuals at outreach events and enrollment events. So that was either raising awareness or helping them with their application. That's how many individuals we reached.
And I know that when you go into these things, when there's federal money involved, they operate on data. You got to have,
Yes.
you got to fill out. You got to sign in for, and you got to have signatures for everything. And I understand that because that's how you can't just say, hey, swing that grant over here. And you got anything to show for it? No, but I'll do you right. But I understand that. But and so it could be. I'm sure maybe at first glance you might think, well, why couldn't we do just 600? We were so close. I mean, but I know that you guys did a lot of outreach in a very short time.
Yes.
And the fact that you almost hit 600, and because it could be that I don't doubt that some of those outreaches were small.
Yes, yes.
And so I'm just saying that, I mean, that's not a small number, really.
Yeah, I mean, especially for a year that we've been almost a year that we've been doing this. It's fun, getting to know people. Like we got to, the direct assistance. We got to listen to people's stories and stuff like that, even if it wasn't about ACP. But I did have a lot of them tell me, they're getting it for their grandkids, because a lot of it's grandparents, raising their grandkids, and they come to me and say, I just want to get this for my grandkids. My grandkids need the internet for this. And the one showed me a hotspot that they had, and she's like, I'm already out of data on this. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, once you get approved, you won't have to worry about the hotspot. She goes, what do I do with the hotspot after that? I'm like, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you how to do it. But yes, I mean, I am so excited that we got to help so many people, and we still can help people up until February 7th. So you can call us at housing. We are set up to even do direct assistance. So if you can't get a ride to us, we can come to you. So just give us a call.
And so as we get closer here, and we're about basically a week away from that deadline. Let's say today somebody somehow hears about it. I don't know, somehow, some way they hear about it today, and they said, "Hey, I need to make this happen." If they let's say they even had all their documents. I got everything in a folder. I'm going to come down to Tisha's office right now, and she's I won't be there. No. What if somebody had all that stuff right now, and they came in, and you gave them all that, and that I remember the approval process takes anywhere from a few minutes up to a couple days. Is that right?
Yes. Sometimes it could just be right as soon as we get
Mm-hmm.
done clicking that button, it'll say qualified.
So from the time, and I apologize for asking you this for the 50th time, but from the time someone says gets approved, it's basically a matter of them contacting a service provider.
Yes.
And do we have any idea of what that average is?
Of them contacting a service
Well,
provider?
once they contact a service provider and they say, we can be out there tomorrow.
Yeah, it just basically depends on that service provider and I guess what they have got going on. I've had some cases where they were able to get out there like the same day that a person got approved. It just depends up to your service provider. and
Man,
how they
wouldn't
can
that
get
be
out there.
cool? I mean,
To get it
government
done.
in action, man. I mean, because that's when you talk about the federal government, you're like, you're not talking the same day,
I know, right? Yes.
or the very next day even.
Yeah, most companies, you just give them a call, and I mean, they have to be a ACP provider.
Yeah.
And if they are not, then
I'm going to say this. You guys quit hitting my table, okay? None of this right here.
but as soon as they get in contact with the service provider,
Yeah.
they can let them know. Like she was saying, it was the same day. There was a couple of them the same day or the very next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, all they've got to tell them is, I've got approved for ACP benefits and I would like to use them. And then they go forth with you after that.
I know at one of the outreach events we had, I was talking with one of the internet service providers. I think they might have been in El Reno. I can't remember now.
Next link.
Yeah, but they were all, and I was talking to someone next to them at the table
At
also.
link.
See, yeah, you're just knocking them. I see, but they both. I didn't realize they both said that they had their own ACP specialists, which I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing it's basically the same person knows and can do the same things as you guys did. But I think the fact that those internet service providers know all about this program and knew how it worked and how to finish their end, man, I really hope that says something about when this wind down happens. I wouldn't think that these providers are going to say, okay, we're coming to pull the plug, get your stuff done because we're yanking your internet today. I would hope that there's a wind down on their end as well.
Yes.
Have
there
you
is.
have you spoken with them about that?
Yes, I actually had a provider, Pioneer, reach out to me to let me know about what that was happening. I was like, yes, we are in contact with FCC too. And she was like, I just wanted to touch base with you to make sure that we're on the same page. And I was like, well, what are you guys doing to let people know? And she said they're in the FCC policies or whatnot, told them that they have to give the customer 3 notices. It could be email, text.
Okay, that's
phone
good to
call.
know.
So, and actually,
Not the day of.
yeah, and actually, I did get a text today because I am on the ACP
Mm-hmm.
benefits. I did get a text today notifying me from my internet company, letting me know that there is a wind down coming down.
Well, that's good to
So-
know. And I mean, not that I didn't expect that. No one, hey, no one wants to get their water cut off or electricity or anything
Exactly.
like that. That's just that's a bad feeling when it happens.
Yes,
But I'm just saying this would be something that most people might, if they were because in the beginning, I assumed maybe when they signed up and they were approved for this ACP, there was some sort of like year-long contract, and then I quickly found out, oh no, this is just until it seemed like a few months ago we didn't even know exactly when the money was going to run out.
Yes. Well, actually, they have 3 notifications. I guess the first one was now, and I know there's another notification when it freezes on the 8th, and then maybe there's going to be another one when it's towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I said, that could change. You never know, just depending on if Congress, meets up and, decides to put more money towards this program. And that's why we would like to have these success stories so we can forward them on to them to let them know that this program is needed.
Or maybe it comes in, maybe under another name or something. That happens a lot.
Yes.
It's just. I think it's too good of a program to just. The money's not just. There's not this going on.
Yes.
Nobody's back there just making it rain. I understand there's a beginning and ending date for it.
I was just reading that it was saying like this ACP program is one of the largest, most successful broadband affordable program, that the Congress has ever had.
Yeah,
So,
and I think people forget. I mean, when I say people, I think people not just in Oklahoma, but let's just talk about Oklahoma. If you draw a line down the center of Oklahoma, there's the tribes. Let's just say on the western sides of Oklahoma are very different. They're in different spots than the tribes on the eastern side who've just I just say they've been in the game longer. They just have.
Yes.
And so the tribes on the west side and people forget who maybe aren't from here that a lot of western Oklahoma is and this is a hard word for me to say is rural. I hate when I have to say rural. We could say country. Let's just say country. No, it's just there's not a it's beautiful because there are wide open spaces.
Yes.
But at the same time, when we talk about these tribal communities that are in Oklahoma, on the west side of Oklahoma, and when services from the tribes and others, sometimes 100 miles may as well really be like 400 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for people who don't have the best, they don't have the proper transportation,
Yes.
Readily available. And we run into that here and there.
Yes.
So I don't think you can discount at all how beneficial this program is for folks who live out in areas that is underserved by a number of services.
Yes. Yes.
And like we said before, we've said for months, that internet is not a luxury anymore.
Yes.
It's necessary. Well, you ladies have something to say about that? Have you heard that? Have you heard that same story from people?
Yeah, I'm. It's.
I mean, imagine if you had to, if you had, you're going to school. You are going to school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if you.
So, like in high school, one thing the teachers would always ask us, who all has Wi-Fi at home? And, at that time, not a lot of people would raise their hand. And I don't think I was able to until like senior year. And yeah, we had to do like homework on the Chromebooks. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Same with you.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, what she said about not having Wi-Fi, I don't think I had Wi-Fi until after I graduated, or like my household didn't
And
get
where
Wi-Fi.
was this?
In Longdale. So I'm
Longdale.
from Canton in the Longdale area. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say it. Say it.
I'm not going to sing. I will say that's near Canton, though.
Yeah.
And I didn't ask you where were you talking about?
Watauga.
Watauga. Okay. Well, yeah, and that's Watonga's not very far from here, which is not very far from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
But like I've seen, these tribal communities, you get into areas where just you live in, let's say even you live in Mustang or Clinton, Weatherford, and you think, hey, we got everything we need here, but you go just a couple hours out to the west, you may not have cell phone reception, and like I said, all along you shouldn't. your students, your kids and grandkids, you shouldn't have to go drive them to a fast food parking lot so they can get a signal so they can do their homework.
I remember those days having to take my children to Walmart to sit in the parking lot to do homework online. But ever since then, we've had Wi-Fi, and we make sure it doesn't go off no matter what it is. Just because I have children at home, and it's like Stone Age when you don't have internet.
Now, hey, chill out. Now, see, I'm old enough. Wi-Fi wasn't even thought of. We barely had those Commodore computers, man. So no.
Well, I see it like I grew up in eastern Oklahoma.
Oh,
and
on that side of Oklahoma, yeah. But them
With
real
the-
keen Indians over there.
yeah, and I actually went home over the weekend, and I realized that my mom and my brother don't have internet. They have Dish, but they don't have internet. And so I kind of had the conversation with my brother, like, how do you update your PlayStation or your, Xbox? Oh, he goes to our other cousins to do it.
Yeah.
And like my mom's retired, she gets SSI and everything. And I talked to her, like, why don't you sign up for this program that I am a part of so you guys can at least get some internet, for till April, and then never know, it might change. But I let her know that was available to them. She was like, we just don't do it. And it's because, it's really wooded out that way.
Yeah.
And so she's like, we had a hard time getting service for the satellite dish. So what makes you think we're going to
Wow.
get internet? And I was like, well,
Because the's not fiber out there.
yeah, exactly. It's way out in the
Man,
rural
let's just go ahead and say
sticks.
it. We are all spoiled, all right? We're
Yes.
spoiled by, spoiled here working at the tribes. I didn't say that. No. But it is true. It's just that it is sad to see this go, because I do think that you all were able to help a lot of people who had a need.
Yes.
And we've been at Cheyenne and Arapaho Productions has been with you guys at a number of these outreach events, and we've met a lot of people too. It's,
yes.
it's funny.
Gave some free stuff away.
Yeah. And people come up to us, and they want to chat us up, and people. I'm like, how do you know my name? I'm like, I'll forget because I do
Or
on
cast-
camera stuff here. I'm like, oh yeah. Who's that goofy dude? Yeah.
Yes, I want to thank you guys for so much
Oh,
for helping
no,
us.
thank you.
A lot of people have asked, how did you hear about us? Because that's like one of my first questions to wonder how they heard about us. And some of them say from CATV or, y'all's social medias, so them seeing those videos and everything, it's really helped us out a lot.
That is really good to know, because, yeah, you can't, like I said, a few years ago, I was like, can we do a Facebook Live? Who cares about that? Well, apparently a lot of people,
Yes.
because that's mainly what we did with you all.
Yes.
Well, let's, I know that, like I said, we've talked a lot about the wind down. Just, are there any dates or, is there, didn't you say you had a timeline? I'm curious, just let people know, kind of where we are with this thing, because it started in 21, and where there's probably some significant dates, right?
Yes. February 7th is the final application by midnight.
Yeah,
It
don't even
can-
think about it after that.
Yes, after that, and then the 8th is they're frozen. All the stuff is frozen, and then by then your internet provider should have been messaging you either way, by mail, text message, anything that how they get a hold of you to let you know about this wind down too. Not just us, internet company is going to let you know. And then they say in April will be the final service month to get any of the ACP discounts. And then they said May it's discontinued. So, and
Did it say the end of May?
yes, this says providers will claims will be discontinued.
Okay.
There may be like a partial payment in May, but yeah.
It's just depending on the money,
Yeah, yeah.
It's just we don't We don't know how much is actually left.
Yeah. I mean, but unlike if you've been on the program and you didn't talk to your provider about, you know, extending whatever service you had, and if you wake up on May the 3rd
And
you,
get a full bill.
well, or you can't get online, you know, I'm just letting you know that could happen. Well, like I said, last time we spoke, you mentioned you all going to have one more outreach event.
Actually, we will be.
You had talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it, and then we're actually gonna just set up at the few distributions, you know, here and there.
Here in Concho?
At Concho.
At the different ones, okay.
Yeah, so that way, because those people have more traffic, that we can try to get more people signed up, because few distribution is one of the qualifications for the ACP benefits.
And where is the other one? There's Concho, Watonga, and
Clinton.
Thank you. Yeah. Look at you're waiting for me to say Clinton.
I made a face.
I always say Clinton.
But yeah, in between now and then, we'll be at these places, you know, to kind of help. Even give us a call. We can come and help you too. You know, we're here to help you guys.
Okay, well, Sophia and Alicia, I want to give you one more. Surely you got anything? You got a story left? You got a good joke to tell? Something goofy that Tisha did at one of the events?
Oh,
No,
actually, at which one was it? The Watonga event, and it was still like kind of icy and stuff. And she had got out of the car, and she like slipped, and I laughed at her, and I laughed like really loud, and then I slipped.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was like, "That's what she get."
Did
Yeah,
anyone
I thought
fall?
it was funny. No.
Oh.
No,
So
we made
close to
sure.
them. But I do want to say thank you to you guys. Also, I feel like we really probably couldn't have gone this far, reached out to that many people without you guys. Yeah. So
All
round of applause.
right.
Round of applause to you guys.
You can't. If you're listening, you can't see me, but I'm patting myself on the back, and I'm patting Hawk on the back as well, and then Adam back there too.
Yeah.
All you guys for helping.
Yes. Yeah. We've definitely reached a lot of numbers with your guys' help.
That's good to know. Absolutely, it is. You know what? You know how to tell if you're old. If you fall or slip on the ice, if you fall, if you fall down, if you're young, people just laugh. But if you're old, people go, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
It probably would have been this other way around if I would have seen her.
Okay, so after all that, I didn't want to leave you out, Sophia. Just tell us about your experience. I mean,
Oh, my experience.
this is.
It
I mean,
was-
surely you guys learned a lot.
Yeah. So it was a pilot program, and I think it was like pretty new to the housing authority, and so there was a lot to work with, some learning curves to kind of work along with as well. So it was a really good experience, more experience under the belt for me. And that's all.
And the thing is, so the ACP is going away. Does that mean? I'm just curious. Does that mean you guys go back to the jobs you're doing before? Or
Yes.
I don't know how that
or-
works.
Yes. When we signed on for this job, they told us it was for a year because it
Oh,
was
okay.
a grant. So we are, just here for the year why this grant is going on.
Okay. Well, I don't want to let it go. We're winding down the wind down, but
Yeah, and actually, this will be my last month here with housing. I'll be
Oh,
leaving at
no.
the end of this month.
you're leaving.
Yes. Yes, I will be going.
Packing up, man. Up
Moving
here,
on.
you're probably already gone.
Yes.
Are you checked
yeah,
out, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger, better
of this
things.
month.
Okay, so here's if you're gonna call, ask for Alicia. We need to squeeze all the work out of her that we can while she's
Before
still
she
here.
leaves.
I
So
done turned everything in.
we want to get
already.
our money's worth. Yeah, make sure you leave that badge, okay? All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us here, and tell everybody goodbye. Wave.
Thank you guys. Thank you for letting
the
us help
ladies from the
you.
ACP Affordable Connectivity Program. This has been the Cheyenne and Arapaho Productions Podcast. See you next time.